How many times have you fallen into this rabbit hole? You screw up one time and lose so much time. You promise to yourself that it'll be the last time, and next thing you know, you're laying on your bed doing the same thing all over again. The smartphone was created to be a tool, a convenience to a person's life. But why is it more of a distraction? The word distraction comes from the root word action, which means the act or process of doing something, typically to achieve an aim, where the opposite of distraction is traction, which means to move us towards what we want, while distraction moves us away from what we want. Why do you keep doing the things that move you away from the things that you actually want, knowing that it's detrimental for you? I'll be real with you, even I fall into this trap. Probably even more than you do. It's irritating because I know I have the time, but it's just I use it on useless shit. I plan to make a difference, and I plan to show you how. Know your priorities. Oftentimes, we see ourselves bamboozled with many things to do in our day, which can really be overwhelming. A way that we can battle this is knowing our priorities. The way I do it is by writing down everything I have to do in a single day, either in my Notion app or in my tiny notebook. It'll look a little something like this. March 31, 2024. Write a script for YouTube, walk the dog, take out the trash, finish schoolwork, refill the water bottle, and play video games. You need to separate the important task from the task you can do in under 2 minutes, such as refilling the water bottle and taking out the trash. You also need to be aware of the deadlines of these things. If per se, schoolwork has a deadline tomorrow that is the top priority today, it's the same as having an important task and putting them at the end of the day, such as playing video games. Keeping these written down reduces cognitive load, increases productivity, and prevents you from wasting time. Deep work. You often relate productivity to being able to do hard tasks for long periods of time or doing multiple tasks at the same time, which is wrong, for there is a more efficient way that we can do this. Productivity is being able to do the task for the shortest amount of time without damaging the quality of the work. A way to achieve this is doing deep work. Deep work is a state of distraction-free concentration when your brain works at its maximum potential. In layman terms, it's locking in. Most of the time, a person indulges in shallow work. Shallow work is when a person doesn't work at their maximum potential. An example of this is having YouTube open while studying or checking social media while reviewing. It makes you feel productive, but instead, it's degrading the quality of your work. This is why people study for more than 7 hours but still get a lower grade than a person who studied only for 1 hour. Remember, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Schedule in breaks. Most of the time, when we have an incredibly busy day, we tend to have every second of the day scheduled with daunting tasks, which is just unrealistic, since the more deep work a person does, the more it needs to be balanced with deep rest. And when I talk about rest, I talk about recovery, not relaxation. The most common way a person rests wrong is using their phone while they rest. When a person uses their phone, they're bombarded with multiple notifications such as TikTok, YouTube, or other forms of social media, which doesn't make the brain rest. Instead, it makes the brain more awake and more alert, causing the person not being able to rest and instead increases their cognitive load. Instead, the proper way is recovery, such as sleeping, taking a cold shower, breathing exercises, etc. The difference is one recharges a person and one drains their energy. Taking breaks is incredibly important, but you have to know how to take breaks properly for maximum efficiency. In conclusion, most of the time we have time. It's just that we don't know how to use it properly. I'm not some productivity god like David Goggins or something. I'm just a kid who has the same problems as you, having problems with time management. Time is the most valuable thing in this world. We can never get it back, and once it's gone, it's gone. The tips that I've given came from personal experience, since these are the things that typically work for me, and hopefully they can benefit you too. Because realistically, you will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. That basically concludes our video, guys. If ever you like it, consider leaving a like and a sub. And realistically, I used to be a lazy bitch. I was the one that always complained at never having time. Then I realized time wasn't the problem. I was the problem. I was never using my time efficiently, where I would prioritize stupid tasks like playing video games rather than doing my homework, which led me to, of course, wasting more time. If you ever like my videos, consider watching my other videos like this one, where I talked about having the courage to take risk. How many times have you hesitated to take a risk? How many times have you regretted? How many times have you lost a chance? How many times have you proceeded out? Aside from that, I hope you guys have a good day and see you in the next one. Bye bye.